The SUNY Oswego 2024 December Commencement Procession is the Mace Bearer. The mace is a symbol of authority and of the importance of this event. The Mace Bearer, Gwen K., Professor, Graduate Program Director, and SUNY Oswego Faculty Assembly Chairperson. The undergraduate candidates in gold gowns are summa cum laude honor students. They have achieved SUNY Oswego's highest recognition for their dedication, academic preparation, and outstanding overall grade point averages. Now entering the Convocation Hall are undergraduate candidates for degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is the largest academic division in SUNY Oswego, boasting 18 academic departments, 15 interdisciplinary programs, 5 graduate programs, and several certificate programs. Presenting a learner-centered community committed to high intellectual standards, the university offers more than 40 undergraduate majors and subjects ranging from American Studies to zoology, nearly as many minors, and 8 cooperative degree programs. Through in-depth study in traditional and interdisciplinary programs, we prepare students to identify and develop productive solutions to the many challenges facing regional, national, and global civil society. Now entering the Convocation Hall are undergraduate candidates for degrees from the School of Business. To keep pace with the rapidly evolving business world, programs in the School of Business integrate classroom learning and advanced computer application and various forms of applied educations, such as case studies, simulations, group projects, and internships. Nationally accredited by AACSB International, the Association to Advance Collegiate School of Business, the school offers 7 undergraduate majors, a Master's of Business Administration, an MBA Health Service Administration program, as well as 3 5-year combined bachelor's MBA degree programs, 1 in accounting, 1 in broadcasting and mass communication, and 1 in psychology. Candidates for degrees from the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts are now entering the Convocation Hall. The School of Communication, Media, and the Arts brings together programs related to the study and creation of messages through art and music, electronically and via the spoken word. The school combines the strengths of fine and performing arts programs in art, music, and theater in the highly diverse Department of Communication Studies. 9 undergraduate degree options and 3 master's degrees are offered in addition to interdisciplinary majors and minors. Graduates in this division are identified by tri-colored cords representing brown for art and theater, crimson for communication studies, and pink for music. Undergraduate candidates for degrees from the School of Education are now proceeding towards the stage. Innovation and authentic learning has been a hallmark of SUNY Oswego since its founding in 1861. This creative spirit still thrives in the School of Education, where innovative methods grounded in research and early experiences in the field help students become teachers, counselors, school leaders, and wellness and technical professionals ready to meet the challenges of today's global and diverse educational institutions and communities. The school is accredited by the Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparation. Candidates for master's degrees and for certificates of advanced study are now entering the Convocation Hall. The Division of Graduate Studies hosts more than 36 graduate programs across all 4 colleges and schools. Graduate students are able to access these programs at our Oswego and Syracuse campuses, online, and at certain work sites in the region. We provide an environment that produces the next generation of leaders who are interested in global mindset, ethical communication, and an appreciation for diversity and inclusion. distinguished faculty of the State University of New York at Oswego are now joining the procession. Our distinguished faculty include several Fulbright scholars, leaders in their fields conducting millions of dollars in funded research, and most importantly, they are caring mentors who've made a difference in the lives of your students. The commencement platform party is entering the Convocation Hall. The platform party consists of officers of the university, representatives from SUNY Oswego College Council, and the commencement speaker, Philip Church, Oswego County Administrator. Completing the platform party is SUNY Oswego's 11th president, Dr. Peter O. Wosu.
President Nwosu, by authorization of the State University of New York, your Board of Trustees, the College Council, and the SUNY Oswego faculty, I declare the December commencement of the State University of New York at Oswego in session. Good morning and welcome. Before we proceed with today's ceremony, the State University of New York at Oswego would like to recognize with respect the Onondaga Nation, the people of the hills, or essential firekeepers of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the indigenous peoples on whose ancestral lands SUNY Oswego now stands. Please join SUNY Oswego in acknowledging the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscarora nations, their elders both past and present, as well as the 7 generations yet to come. Consistent with the university's values of diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice, this acknowledgement demonstrates a commitment to cultivating relationships with Native American communities through academic collaborations, historical recognitions, and community service in order to dismantle the legacies of conquest and colonization. And now, please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem by Ben Kapelitz.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration at SUNY Oswego, I extend a warm welcome to our graduates, their families, friends, and guests. I would like now to introduce the members of the platform party. From my left, in the second row, Dean of Extended Learning, Jill Pippin, Dean of Graduate Studies, Kristen Eichhorn, Dean of the School of Education, Laura Spenceley, Dean of the School of Communications, Media, and the Arts, Jennifer Knapp, Dean of the School of Business, Prabhakathar Katundarnaman, Dean of the School of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Kristen Croyle. In the front row, College Council Member Christine Patrick, College Council Member Kristen Shanley Graves, Vice President for Student Affairs Kathleen Kerr, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs Scott Furlong. From my right, in the second row, President of the Student Association Aidan Wilson, Interim Vice President for Communication Marketing Karen Crow, Vice President for University Advancement Mary Canali, Vice President for Administration and Finance Victoria Furlong, Vice President for Enrollment Management Corey Bizak. In the front row, College Council Member Tara Fitzgibbons, Commencement Speaker and Oswego County Administrator Philip Church, SUNY Board of Trustee and President of the SUNY Student Assembly Giovanni Harvey, President of the University Peter N. Nwosu, and I am the Chair of the Faculty Assembly, Gwen Kay. I now give you SUNY Oswego's President, Dr. Peter Nwosu.
Let's give another round of applause to Professor Kay. And good morning to all of you, and welcome. Today is a day of richly deserved celebration for you, our graduates, and for your loved ones. This celebration is one of the most important days of our academic year, as it marks a celebration of our core mission at this university,
the mission to transform lives, and the mission to ignite possibilities. This celebration, a momentous rite of passage, marks a collective milestone for all of us at SUNY Oswego. And every group of graduates has worked through the hallways and the classrooms of this storied institution to earn their degrees and certificates. And this group, the class of 2024, is no different. And with support from your families and friends and loved ones, and your faculty and staff, you worked hard, you stayed focused, and you kept your eyes on the prize. And we couldn't be more proud of you. Please relish this day, and congratulations to all of you. Let's give you all another round of applause. It is now my honor to introduce Tara Fitzgibbons, who will deliver remarks on behalf of our college council. Councilmember Fitzgibbons.
On behalf of the SUNY Oswego College Council, it is my distinct honor to bring greetings to the class of 2024, along with your families and friends who join us today. Braved the weather, good job. Graduation is a momentous occasion, a time to celebrate the dedication, perseverance, and sacrifices that have brought you to this extraordinary day. We also acknowledge the unwavering support of parents, spouses, children, and loved ones in the audience. Your encouragement has been invaluable in helping our graduates succeed. Graduates, today is your day, and we couldn't be prouder of all you have accomplished. May your Oswego degree serve as a gateway to endless opportunities and guide you as you continue to learn, grow, and thrive in a world brimming with opportunities. Congratulations and best wishes for the exciting journey ahead. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Gio Harvey, representing the trustees of the State University of New York. Gio is a graduate student at the University at Albany, pursuing a master's in communications with a focus on political communication. He serves as president of the SUNY Student Assembly, representing students across 64 campuses. A proud Utica native, Gio's leadership journey at SUNY spans from SUNY Fulton Montgomery Community College to SUNY Polytechnic Institute, where he championed diversity, equity, and inclusion. As co-founder of the SUNY EOP Student Ambassador Program, he has worked tirelessly to amplify student voices and create opportunities for all. Please join me in welcoming Gio Harvey.
All right, good morning, everybody. Hold on, we're at a commencement ceremony. I didn't hear that. Good morning, everyone. Awesome. Dr. Wosu, members of the Platform Party, esteemed faculty, proud families, and most importantly, the class of 2024. Let's make some noise for these graduates. Good morning to you all. I am very happy to be here representing the SUNY Board of Trustees on behalf of our chairman, Dr. Merrill Tisch, and our vice chairman, Cesar Perales. They send their most sincere congratulations to you all. So today, we gather to celebrate your hard work, your dedication, and the countless hours you've invested to reach this significant milestone. As a fellow SUNY student myself and a member of the Board of Trustees, I'm very honored to share this moment with you as you turn the page on this next chapter of your lives. So your journey has been very unique. It's been filled with challenges and triumphs. You've navigated academic rigors, personal growths, and as we saw last night, the very warm winters of Lake Ontario, and unprecedented global events. But through it all, you've demonstrated resilience and adaptability, the unique qualities that have made you a SUNY Oswego Laker, and that will serve you well into the future. So as you step into this next step or chapter of your lives, remember that education is more than just a degree. It's a foundation upon which you can build, you can innovate, and you can continue to lead. So embrace the opportunities ahead with confidence, knowing that SUNY Oswego has equipped you with the tools to make a meaningful impact. So one more time, congratulations to the class of 2024, and let's make some noise for these graduates. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Kathleen Kerr, Vice President for Student Affairs. Allow me a moment to add my congratulations to the graduates, their friends, and families. Students are at the core of everything that we do at SUNY Oswego, and our entire university community revels in your accomplishments today. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing your student speaker, Aiden Wilson, who currently serves as SUNY Oswego's Student Association President. Aiden is a remarkable leader who embodies the spirit of SUNY Oswego. Born and raised in Nassau, the Bahamas, Aiden joined our community in the fall of 2021, pursuing majors in finance and marketing with a minor in health science. From his second semester onward, Aiden's involvement on campus transformed not only his college experience, but also the lives of countless peers. As a resident assistant, Laker leader, START peer mentor, Oswego University Foundation student representative, and office admissions intern, Aiden dedicated himself to fostering a strong sense of community. His ability to identify and address the challenges faced by his fellow students, especially first years, inspired him to run for the Student Association presidency, a role in which he has excelled. Aiden's tenure as SA president has been marked by his vision to cultivate a campus culture of leadership and engagement beyond the classroom, leaving an indelible legacy at Oswego. Looking ahead, Aiden aspires to make a difference in the public health sector, where his leadership and passion for service will undoubtedly shine. Please join me in welcoming Aiden Wilson, a leader, innovator, and true representative of what it means to be a Laker.
In the words of civil rights activist Malcolm X, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Good morning, everyone. My name is Aiden Wilson, and I am honored to serve as your Student Association President for the 2024-2025 academic year. In this role, I have had the privilege of advocating for your concerns to higher administration, ensuring resources are delegated effectively to support clubs, services, and contracts, and working towards building a stronger Laker community. Thank you for trusting me with this opportunity to serve. Like many of you, my journey to this point was far from easy. It was a process. Today, as we celebrate this incredible milestone together, I'd like to frame our shared journey as a flight with 3 key phases: takeoff, cruise, and descent. Takeoff. As a Caribbean student traveling to the United States, especially Florida, as we like to say, Florida, was always an exciting experience. I would wake up bright and early on the day of the trip, barely able to sleep the night before. I'd prepare breakfast, take a long steamy shower, and pick out my best clothes. By the time I woke my parents and rushed them out of the house, I was already buzzing with the excitement of smelling the air of a new place. Even though we'd arrive at the airport 5 hours early, stepping onto a plane always felt momentous. For all of us, stepping onto the plane of higher education was a significant takeoff. It required long hours of research, filling out applications, studying for tests, and overcoming self-doubt. It wasn't easy, but it gave us a ticket to board this flight of learning, a journey that has expanded our horizons and built on years of knowledge. Cruise. Growing up in the Bahamas, my grandmother always told me, nothing in life comes easy, and neither is it free. As a kid, I'd roll my eyes at her. But today, I understand just how true those words are. When I first arrived in the US in August of 2021, at the age of 16 years old, I landed at the Syracuse Hancock International Airport at 1 a.m. and spent the night on the floor waiting to pick up a car rental. From there, I was directed to Oneida Hall to quarantine for a week due to the international travel restrictions. It was my first time being so far from home, and everything felt foreign. The culture, the climate, you all saw outside, and even the education system. There were moments of loneliness and uncertainty, but my grandmother's words stuck with me. They fueled my determination to push through those challenges and ultimately stand here before you today. Much like a flight, college comes with turbulence, those unexpected moments that shake us and test our resolve. There are the occasional annoying passengers, the people who doubt our abilities or discourage us from chasing our dreams. But just as every flight has helpful attendants, we have had faculty, staff, mentors, and friends guiding and supporting us along the way. Most importantly, the pilot of this journey has been our hope and faith in ourselves. As the saying goes, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. That faith has kept us cruising, even through the rough patches. Descent. And now, here we are. Our flight has landed. Yes, you've endured turbulence, shared tears, shifted the weight of life's baggage, and maybe even caught the dreaded Oswego plague. But through it all, we've made it. Today, you graduate with a degree from a phenomenal institution that has prepared you to face and conquer the world. As you move forward, whether to further your education or dive into the workforce, remember that the Oswego community is cheering you on. You are bold, you are Lakers, you are ready to make your mark on the world. Congratulations, class of 2024. Green, gold, Lakers, bold. And I'll give you Provost Fuller.
Good morning. My name is Scott Furlong. I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. SUNY Oswego enjoys a long relationship with nearby Fort Drum and numerous veterans groups in Central New York and hosts a vibrant ROTC program on campus. We are dedicating to providing a welcoming and supportive environment for our veterans and military student population, and our university is enriched by their presence in turn. In recognition of your contributions to this nation and to this university, would our students wearing red, white, and blue cords, and anyone, including family and guests, who have served in our nation's armed forces, please stand so we may acknowledge your service and express our gratitude. And now, will the parents, spouses, families, friends of all of our graduates please rise and accept our grateful recognition? And will now the SUNY Oswego faculty, staff, administration, all that are supporting you here today, may you please rise and accept the students' recognition and applause. Thank you. I now have the distinct honor to present our commencement speaker, Philip Church, Administrator of the County of Oswego. In his role, Mr. Church is the Chief Administrative and Fiscal Officer for the county government, responsible for a 1,000-plus workforce and an annual budget of $260 million. He also serves as President-elect of the Board of Directors of the New York State Association of Counties. Most recently, he led the successful nomination effort to create the Lake Ontario National Marine Sanctuary and serves as an ex officio government representative on the Sanctuary Advisory Council. He also serves on the New York Sea Grant Program Advisory Council, the National Association of Counties, Environment, Energy, and Land Use Steering Committee, Executive Committee of the Early Childhood Alliance, and was the founding chair of the Literacy Coalition of Oswego County. Mr. Church has a master's degree in public administration from Syracuse University's Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs, and a bachelor's degree in history and anthropology from the University of Buffalo. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Philip Church.
Well, thank you for that welcome, but today the applause really belongs to you. So once again, congratulations, class of 24. Graduates, you can feel proud. You've earned it. And parents, you can feel proud too, and maybe a little relieved. President Wosu, distinguished deans and faculty, and especially graduates, parents, and families, thank you for having me as your commencement speaker. It's an honor to be part of this moment in your lives. This honor is usually is reserved for somebody famous, like a celebrity or an elected political leader. So when President Wosu asked me to be the commencement speaker here today, honestly, my first reaction was, why me? You might be thinking the same thing. I think President Wosu invited me to speak this year because of the role I had in establishing the new Lake Ontario National Marine Sanctuary. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, the federal government this year designated 1/4 of Lake Ontario basically as an underwater national park. This status will create new educational, economic, and recreational opportunities here, all based on a multitude of historically significant and well-preserved shipwrecks dating back to the 1700s, many of which rest right off the shores of this campus. This was a 10-year effort that required the collaboration and commitment of 4 counties, the city of Oswego, the state of New York, the federal government through the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There are only 16 of these special places in the entire world. A few of the others are the Florida Keys, the Olympic Coast, and the humpback whale breeding grounds off of Hawaii. Now the world recognizes and values this area where you've lived and studied as being among this elite group of extraordinary places. So I guess I had a hand in creating something big. But I started out right where you are now, a SUNY graduate. And in my case, a guy who changed his major 3 times trying to figure out who he was and what my future would be. But a commencement speech is not about the speaker or what he or she has done or their accomplishments. It's about yours and what comes next for you. So I think President Wosu had something else in mind, such as what could I impart to you about how to use part of your life and your individual uniqueness to accomplish something big. And by big, I don't mean size like a 1,700-acre underwater park. By big, I mean something meaningful, something impactful to your own life, to your family, to your community, perhaps even to the world, because each of you has that potential. So what wisdom can be shared by a career civil servant and an old shipwreck explorer like me? I have made over 200 dives on shipwrecks. And thinking back, I realized I considered every one of those wreck dives as a mini adventure. And that thought reminded me of something my father had said at his retirement party. After all the speeches were done about him, it was his turn to talk, and he came up to the mic, and he said that a lot of people had been asking him if he was worried about life in retirement because he'd been so active in his family and community all his life. His answer was no, because he said, it's just the start of the next adventure. He went on to explain that he thought of each phase of his life, his childhood, being a top turret gunner in a bomber in World War II, his marriage, raising children, his career, his decades in public service, all just as overlapping adventures to enjoy. Now, life as an adventure is an old cliche, and that's not the message I'm driving at. You deserve better than a cliche. And that's not what Dad meant. You see, he didn't say life's an adventure. He said he thought of it as one. In other words, he chose to approach life from that perspective. He chose it because it allowed him to approach all aspects of his life, the good periods and the bad, the exhilarating, the mundane, and even the hurtful, as though they were exciting, challenging, and rewarding experiences that drove toward a goal and a desired outcome, like all good adventure stories do. I realized that I approach life the same way. Although creating the sanctuary was 10 years of navigating government bureaucracy and making presentations and public hearings, convincing skeptics, it was also, to me, a grand and exciting adventure, just as much so as entering a deep, dark shipwreck was for the first time. Choosing to approach the project with that attitude buffered me against the occasional frustrations and disappointing delays that always occur. After all, setbacks are always part of an adventure, or it wouldn't be one. That choice drove forward the successful accomplishment. The attitude, the level of commitment, the degree of optimism, the amount of selfishness and selflessness that you choose to approach the future parts of your life with will determine whether or not you accomplish big and impactful and meaningful things. There will be times when you run up against walls or become weighed down by self-doubt, believing that something that you desperately want to have happen never will, simply because it's not in the cards for you. It's not meant for you. At such times, though, to overcome that self-defeating belief, you only need to remember one thing. There is no such thing as fate. There is only choice. Every great adventure has three things in common: the hero, the villain, and the secondary characters. And that's true for any genre of story you choose to see your life as being. But you get to choose which of those roles you play in your own life. We all know how the villain ends up, and more importantly, we know what causes the villain's downfall. These are people who choose to let their darker passions rule them. Their insecurities, their addictions, their temptations, their carelessness, their apathy, all steer them to failure and often lead to the ruin of many people around them. They unknowingly make themselves vulnerable to defeat. They self-destruct. You probably already know some people like that. Is that who you choose to be? Or will you play the role of a secondary character? These are the people who play it safe by following the lead of others, who go with the flow, who only exist to drive the plot forward for others. They choose not to determine their own destiny because they're content to let things play out as they will. They choose not to get involved, or they choose to get involved too little or too late to make a difference. Sometimes things turn out okay for them in the story, but many times They turn out to be the character that's expendable. Is that who you want to be? Then there's the hero. Sometimes enthusiastic, sometimes reluctant. Like all of us, flawed in some way. Regardless, they decide that a goal is worth the hard work and sacrifice, and often the risks. They see what needs to be done or changed, decide on a course of action, and get to it. They choose to approach their challenges with a belief that they will succeed, even if they don't know quite how yet. They care about the people around them. They inspire. Through their choices, actions, and attitudes, they engender loyalty and admiration. We root for them. They are self-reliant, but when they stumble, they are fueled by the strength and love of the good people they have chosen to surround themselves with. And in the end, despite a mix of triumphs and hardships, they win. They accomplish something good and bigger than themselves, for themselves and for others. At the conclusion of life, they are happy and they realize that deep down, they had fun. Is that who you choose to be? I hope you do. There will be times in your life when you look back and realize you were one of the other characters, but you will always have the choice of which one you will be next. So approaching your life's choices this way will help you discover what's important to you and helps you accomplish whatever gives your life meaning. That something big will be different for each of you and as unique as each of you are. It may be something that is noticeable to the world, or it may be something known only privately to you, but no less meaningful. Approaching your life's choices this way makes the unknown future something not to be feared or have anxiety about, but instead something to be excited to experience. So go out there today into the real world with a sense of wondrous adventure, enthusiasm, and joy. Believe me, it works. Congratulations and good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Phil, for those inspiring words. I now invite Dean Kristen Eichhorn, Dean of the Graduate Studies, to the podium.
Thank you and good morning. Candidates for the Postmaster's Certificate of Advanced Study, Master's Degree, and Graduate Certificate, please rise. It's time. President Wosu, I have the great honor to present these candidates for the Postmaster's Certificate of Advanced Study, the Master's Degree, and the Graduate Certificate.
Thank you, Dean Eichhorn. By the authority vested in me by the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of this university, I confer on you the Postmaster's Certificate of Advanced Study, the Master's Degree, and the Graduate Certificate, and I invest you with all rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. To signify this honor, master's degree graduates will have the hood bestowed upon them. And I say on behalf of the university, congratulations to all of you. Let's give them a warm round of applause.
Thank you. The graduate degree recipients, please come forward to be hooded. We ask that all families and guests please hold their applause until all the names are read, and this will ensure that each and every graduate name is heard. So the recipients of the Postmaster's Certificate of Advanced Study have received the highest level of award granted by the university, which often includes up towards 40 additional credit hours beyond the master's degree. These graduates are already hooded. The master's degree recipients will be hooded on stage today. The hood is a very special part of the academic regalia that denotes both scholarly and professional achievements. These colorful hoods are reserved for those individuals who have attained academic degrees beyond the bachelor's degree. And the hoods are lined with official colors of the university conferring the degree. The hoods are edged with velvet of the color appropriate for the field of study. The colors and corresponding fields of study are mentioned on page 9 of your program. And the hooding ceremony today at SUNY Oswego signifies a scholarly and personal achievement. So our Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs is joined by the Academic Dean and will place the hood on the graduate student as a symbol of passage from student to master.
Haley Weiner, Master of Science, Higher Education Leadership.
Anubhav Sigdel, Master of Science, Biomedical and Health Informatics.
Emma Smoot, Master of Science, Chemistry.
Saiteja Bandi, Master of Science, Biomedical and Health Informatics.
Abigail Calabria, Graduate Certificate, Interdisciplinary Trauma Studies.
Aaron Zadzek, Master of Business Administration, Management. Kenneth Sisson, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Angelina Swikas, Master of Business Administration, Management.
And Jerry Hazel, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Michelle Sergent, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Krista Whitman, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Jane Nwagu, Master of Business Administration, Management.
John Lissy, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration.
Mian Wakil, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Justin Peckham, Master of Business Administration, Public Accounting.
Ian Cooper, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Michael Speech, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Kiwan Rondinello, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Pratik Krishnan, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Josiah Capozzi, Master of Business Administration.
Brooke Freilich, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Karen Canales, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Ayula Aladasanmi, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Andrew Fish, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Megan Casley, Master of Business Administration, Psychology BA, MBA, 5-year program.
Enyeka Orakwe, Master of Business Administration, Psychology, BA, MBA, 5-year program.
Opayame Ifafore, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Shraddha Manadar, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Shannon Baines, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Administration.
Brandon Marticello, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Joel Ferreras, Master of Business Administration, Accounting Management 5-year program.
Jared Chester, Graduate Certificate, Nursing Home Administration.
Nicholas Grant, Master of Arts, Strategic Communication. Grace Quinlivan, Master of Arts, Strategic Communication.
Heidi Euchre, Master of Arts, Graduate Design and Digital Media.
Daniel Wolf, Master of Arts, Art.
Andy Guiti, Master of Arts, Strategic Communication.
Jeff Christensen, Master of Science in Education, Adolescent Education, Social Studies.
Jacob Liza, Master of Science in Education, Adolescence Education, English.
Amy Chen, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Education.
James Van Neal, Master of Science in Education, Technology Education.
Erica Granger, Master of Science, Graduate Certificate, Mental Health Counseling, Interdisciplinary Trauma Studies.
Erin Pierce, Master of Science, Graduate Certificate, Mental Health Counseling, Interdisciplinary Trauma Studies.
Carrie Gordon, Master of Science, Graduate Certificate, Mental Health Counseling, Health and Wellness.
Kaylee McConnell, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Samantha Sepko, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Audrey Prill, Master of Science in Education, Technology Education.
Janelle DeTraglia, Master of Science in Education, Family and Consumer Sciences Education.
Jessica Swingle, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Catherine Lefebvre, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Kathleen Reeder, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Megan Lamb, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Jake Marshall, Master of Science, Higher Education Leadership.
Danilsa Martinez, Master of Science, Higher Education Leadership.
Catherine Giles, Master of Science in Education, Technical Education.
Catherine Pence, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Rebecca Spar, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Wyoma Schwarzkopf, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Erica Volpe, Master of Science in Education, Family and Consumer Sciences Education.
Claire Nolan, Master of Science in Education, Literacy Education.
Emily Fry, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Special Education.
Please join me in congratulating all those graduates. I now give you Kristen Croyle, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please rise. President Wosu, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Baccalaureate degree candidates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean, that's me, and president.
Maura McCluskey, summa cum laude.
Veronica Logston, summa cum laude.
Emily Bowden, summa cum laude.
John Roth, summa cum laude.
Daniel P. Maslowski, summa cum laude.
Victor Lockwood, summa cum laude.
Param Rajaguru, summa cum laude.
Tianheng Shao, summa cum laude.
Kit Treeland, summa cum laude.
Sydney Townsend, summa cum laude.
Jack Wellman, summa cum laude.
Adonis Morales Marroquin, summa cum laude.
Madison Glessing, cum laude.
Gabriella Trippi, cum laude.
Alita Simpson.
Caitlin Susi.
Sophia Stile.
Taylor Howard.
Melissa Mosier.
Tazaria Hazel.
Ethan Samandon.
Aiden Harrington.
Hunter Rounds.
Declan Ononkwo, magna cum laude.
Lexi McFarland.
Katie Thorpe.
Likashmi Diasaran.
Sori Sidibe.
Hannah Gibbons.
Gardaline Arias, magna cum laude.
Emma J. Wood.
Alaya Rivera.
Samantha Ness, cum laude.
Kelsey Burke, magna cum laude.
Sydney Watts, College Honors Program.
Kieran Lochran, cum laude.
Janice Crespo.
Haley Miller.
Lakeisha Molyneux. Allen.
Sue Totter San, cum laude.
Elena McMahon, cum laude.
Jessica Godden.
Nicholas Young, magna cum laude.
Aaliyah Marcano.
Pamela Farrar.
Shari Thompson.
Jared Ball.
Brian Apostol.
Ty Cornell, cum laude.
Ethan Banahi, cum laude.
Amber Clark, College Honors Program, cum laude.
Katrina Alfred.
Casey Sarda.
Davis Cochero.
Abigail Sternfeld, cum laude.
Letisa Carcrease.
Anos Abaro Best, magna cum laude.
Nicole Zaffarana.
Taylor Farrell, cum laude.
Naya Diaz.
Vanessa Barron.
Esther Amuda, cum laude.
Caitlin Paventi.
Lauren McGuire, cum laude.
Alexander Pond.
Joel Blasco.
Victor Diaz.
Olivia Trondle, magna cum laude.
Michael Davis.
Francesca Spica, College Honors Program, magna cum laude.
Molly Metcalf, cum laude.
Timothy Astacio.
Daniel Furman.
Gavin Fiacco.
Matthew Shaw.
Keith Wasleff.
Abdurrahman Rashid.
Damani Johnson.
Logan Lauk.
Haley Grennan.
Eric Stewart, cum laude.
Yuval Green.
Malik Hills.
Casey Green.
Jeanette Petiton.
Tanisha Huertas, cum laude.
Dakota Williams.
Emma Armstrong.
Sage Garcia, magna cum laude.
Helen Buetti.
Tatiano Ranchio.
Ravitu Pereira, cum laude.
Nicholas Brennan. Alexander Gill.
And Jordan Thomas.
Please join me in offering congratulations to the graduates. Okay, I now give you Prabhakar Kotandaraman, Dean of the School of Business.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Business, please rise. President Wasu, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Baccalaureate degree candidates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and the president. We ask that all families and guests please hold their applause until all names are read. This will ensure that each and every graduate name is heard.
Milshan Melinda Wijayaka, summa cum laude.
Emily Strumpfler, summa cum laude.
Sydney Manchester, summa cum laude.
Andrew Monaco.
Dennis Brown.
Dina Santora, cum laude.
John Mulligan, magna cum laude.
Daniel Goddard.
Philip Radinoff.
Anthony Caraturo, cum laude.
Faith Moyo.
Brianna Cools.
Jason Pittman.
Sierra Schlendorf.
Elena Davis, College Honors Program, magna cum laude.
Mackenzie Gutchess, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Antonucci.
Harshit Gupta.
Yufeng Gao, cum laude.
Kuka, cum laude.
Jingting Wu, cum laude.
Ellery Paw.
Shane Ladd.
Adam Coe.
Maximilian Brodman, cum laude.
Lucas Sayok, magna cum laude.
Ermelinda Lawrence, cum laude.
Lance Onyebene.
Andrew Trong.
Shawnee Diamond Ashio.
Jennifer Babcock, cum laude.
Ava Outerkirk, cum laude.
Dulce Ward.
Cynthia Manan, magna cum laude.
Lenora Cedrone.
Nicholas Famano, cum laude.
Joshua Florzik.
Joseph Pusha.
Paul Morin.
Riley Wepner.
Philip DeAndrea.
Donnell Lucian.
Olivier Valson.
Taylor Whitehead.
Michelle Newvine, magna cum laude.
Brittany Pace.
Okay, this is when I say, please join me in offering congratulations to the graduates. I now give you Jennifer Knapp, Dean of the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts, please rise. President Wosu, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Baccalaureate degree candidates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and president. We ask that all families do your best, and guests, hold your applause until all names are read. That way, we'll ensure that each and every graduate's name is heard.
Alyssa Doan, summa cum laude.
Tristan Perry, summa cum laude.
Carly Lawler, summa cum laude.
Kyle Schnaufer, College Honors Program, summa cum laude.
Josephine Taylor, magna cum laude.
Trevor Hall, cum laude.
Jack Tchaikovsky.
Abby Schaumburg, cum laude.
Paige Vineyard, magna cum laude.
Layla LaJoy, cum laude.
Lauren Felden.
Lindsay Clements.
Katarina Keslowski.
Eric Hoon, cum laude.
Anthony Vargas.
Gabriel Connell.
Dominic Perrone.
Aiden Truce.
Tyshawn Span.
Matthew Shurin, cum laude.
Kyle Green, magna cum laude.
Jordan Turtel, magna cum laude.
Mark Gowen, Jacques, cum laude.
Hamadi Belgachi, magna cum laude.
Dennis Gordon.
Lauren Myers, magna cum laude.
Laura Snyder.
Rebecca Shoemaker, magna cum laude.
Thomas Caffarella, cum laude.
Zachary Droll.
Catherine Shorey, magna cum laude.
Roxana Dolores.
Blake Grossman.
Thelma Daly.
Janae Bland, cum laude.
Darren Cruz.
Morgan Rubin.
Grace Perkins.
Joshua Calaprico, cum laude.
Jody Wood.
Bryce Bethune, cum laude.
Richard Kane.
Tracy Adam.
Okay, now you can offer congratulations to the graduates. I now give you Laura Spenceley, Dean for the School of Education.
Good morning. Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Education, please rise. President Wosu, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Baccalaureate degree candidates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and the president. We ask that all families and guests please try to hold their applause until all the names are read. This will ensure that each and every graduate's name is heard.
Charles Susi, cum laude, summa cum laude.
Yaling Zhao, summa cum laude.
Isabella Shiano, summa cum laude.
Brittany Fonstock, College Honors Program, summa cum laude.
Hester Griffith, summa cum laude.
Joseph Graziano, summa cum laude.
Benjamin Sullivan, summa cum laude.
Matthew Slattery, summa cum laude.
Jeffrey Swazo.
Thomas Armstrong, cum laude.
Elliot Lonnie.
Ryan Weisman.
Charles Ruffey.
Joel Dunn.
Josie Wilson, cum laude.
Danielle Weeks, magna cum laude.
Daniel Thomas.
Antoine Okeke.
Dean Keiko, cum laude.
Asia Dennis.
Lila McHale Carter.
Joseph Slack.
Christopher Schmidt.
Elise Mayer, magna cum laude.
Cassidy Gilfus, cum laude.
Kaylee Troy.
Gianna Larini, magna cum laude.
Paige Coulter.
Jordan Sovey.
Thomas Norris, magna cum laude.
Kennedy LaValle.
Molly Henderson.
Luisa May Chenko, cum laude.
And last but not least, please join me in offering congratulations to our graduates. I now call upon President Wosu to lead us in the conferring of your undergraduate degrees.
Will all undergraduate students please rise? By the authority vested in me by the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and faculty of this university, I now confer on you the baccalaureate degree and invest you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. And to signify this honor, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations. You are now graduates of SUNY Oswego. Congratulations again. And please be seated. I now give you Mary Canali, Vice President for University Advancement.
In 1886, the Oswego Normal School Alumni Association was formally established at the 25th anniversary of the university. For more than 138 years, the Alumni Association has connected more than 95,000 Oswego alumni and their alma mater through student programs, career networking, alumni events, philanthropic support, and reunions. On this special occasion that launches our newest graduates into the world to carry on the work of SUNY Oswego's founder, Edward Austin Sheldon, please join me in welcoming to the stage Josephine Taylor, who earned a bachelor's degree in journalism, and Haley Weiner, who earned a master's degree in higher education leadership. Together, they will present the alumni banner on behalf of the class of 2024.
Good morning, and congratulations to our fellow graduates. Haley and I are proud and honored to have been selected to welcome class of 2024, the newest members of the Oswego Alumni Association. It gives us great pleasure to present to you President Wosu, on behalf of the graduates of the class of 2024, a symbol of our growth, our accomplishment, our futures, and most importantly, our promise to maintain the rich heritage of Oswego and our unique network of more than 95,000 proud alumni who have graduated from this university before us. The class of 2024 banner.
May we have a robust round of applause for this amazing class of 2024. And may we have another round of applause for your amazing classmates. Yes. Graduates, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to reflect on this incredible milestone. And all of you have you've all earned the right to sit here today, surrounded by your families, surrounded by your friends, surrounded by your professors, by staff, your supporters, members of our community who have cheered for you every step of the way. And yes, today is your day, a day of celebration, a celebration of your perseverance, of your growth, of your success, of your journey through the hallways of this institution. And I say again, and I join everyone who has spoken this morning, congratulations to all of you. Yes, a round of applause. And let me acknowledge the presence of Trustee Giovanni Harvey. You heard his wonderful remarks this morning, who has joined us from the University at Albany, where he's pursuing a master's degree in communications, and currently serves as president of the SUNY Student Assembly, representing students from across SUNY's 64 campuses, including you. It's a delight for us to be able to host him, and his presence speaks volumes about our commitment to student success and our commitment to your journey. Let me also join our provost in acknowledging the presence of our faculty and staff, whose dedication, whose work has enriched your journey, and our commitment to the mission of this institution. Let's give them a round of applause. Let me also join the provost in thanking your families and loved ones, your greatest cheerleaders, for their unwavering support. And indeed, let us recognize the powerful Laker spirit. Yes, the powerful Laker spirit that unites us all, creating a community of learners, a community of teachers, a community of advocates and leaders dedicated to making a difference. And while we are reflecting on that Laker spirit, I'd like to acknowledge a very special member of our family who is retiring this semester. You heard a moment ago speak to you. And after 28 years of remarkable service to our beloved university, Mary Canali, a vice president for university advancement, a member of the class of 1981, is like today's graduates, like all of you, starting a new chapter in our life. And during her tenure at our institution, our alumni network, as you heard spoken today, has grown to more than 95,000. And our endowment has reached an all-time high of a little over $77 million. Funding which supports student scholarships and our programs, and made it possible for many of you sitting here this morning to walk through this stage. In my time here, I have found Mary to be a wise counsel who is deeply committed to the Laker family, deeply committed to our mission, and whose enthusiasm for our university is infectious. And I'll miss her dearly. But I know she'll always be with us. And I ask her, please, to stand so we could recognize our contributions to this university. Thank you. Thank you. As we gather in this vibrant arena, I want you to think about the journey you've undertaken to arrive at this moment. It wasn't just about attending classes. It wasn't just about completing assignments or class projects. It wasn't about passing exams either. It was about discovering your passions, about challenging your assumptions. It was about expanding your horizons, your knowledge about what is possible. And here at SUNY Oswego, we strive to nurture not just your intellect about what is possible, but your ability to lead with purpose and compassion. And so the class of 2024, you are graduating at a transformative time, not just for yourselves, but for the world. The opportunities and promises before you are as immense as the challenges you will face. And you are stepping into a world that needs your creativity, your courage, your commitment. And we know at this institution Our faculty and staff know, our administration know, that you are ready for this challenge. And here at SUNY Oswego, we have embraced a bold vision for the future because of this challenge, what we've called Vision 4040. Our commitment to doubling the number of quality degrees and credentials awarded at this institution to 40,000 by the year 2040 to meet the talent needs of a region that is expanding economically. And you will be part of that talent pipeline. This vision reflects our belief in the transformative power of higher education and our commitment to upward mobility and regional economic development. It is a vision inspired by graduates like you who will take what you have learned here at this institution from your faculty to join that expanding economic set of opportunities and to create change. And to create change in central New York, in our state, and beyond. And as you embark on this next chapter of your life, what our commencement speaker referred to as an adventure, the next adventure, I offer you this advice. First, stay curious. The world changes at an unprecedented pace, and the answers we have today may not serve us tomorrow. Stay curious, and that means continue to learn. That means keep exploring. And remember that the Laker way is to embrace innovation and creativity, and to do so by doing. Second, I ask you to serve with purpose. And whether you pursue a career, study, family, engage in your community, or travel the world, always seek to make a difference, a positive impact, a life of purpose. And I found, as you've heard today, and throughout your experience at this institution, Edward Austin Sheldon, our founder, believed in education as a force for good, a way to lift lives up, a way to uplift communities, and a way to transform lives. I ask you, as graduates of this institution, new graduates, to leave this legacy, and to leave this legacy by doing. Third, take time every now and then, some of you may have heard me say this, to look down at your shoes. Look down at your shoes. You've heard me tell the story of my own pair of shoes. The shoes I wore when I came to this country as an immigrant student. Just like the president of your student association. Those shoes are in my office in Corkin Hall today, and they're a reminder of how far that journey has taken me. It is a journey that has taken me to write the different chapters of my life through a college education. And I've often wondered, without that education, certainly not be a professor. Without that education, certainly not your president. And if I, as an immigrant student, would travel thousands of miles to find himself in this place, can be a professor, you too can be a professor. You too can be a president. You too can be an engineer. you too can be a scientist. Those shoes humble me, and they serve as a compass for me about the power of education, higher education, to transform lives, but also its power to ignite possibilities. And think of the day you arrived at this institution in your own pair of shoes. Think of the knowledge you have gained along the way from your professors, committed faculty, as well as staff. Think about where your feet have traveled, what paths they have walked, who you have met, the connections you have made, what you have learned by doing. Think of the trials and tribulations, of the successes. Think of the many co-curricular activities you were involved in, you were asked to get involved in. Think about how you have evolved, how you have grown, how you have matured. Tell that story. Tell it to young people. Tell it to your brothers. Tell it to your sisters, your relatives. And without that power, that education, you too will not be graduating today. And I know the world is yours. Tell that story of how far you have come in your own shoes. When you look down at those shoes, you are reminded to stay grounded. It is a moment of humility, of acknowledging where you have been, how far you have come. But it is also about readiness. Are your shoes pointing in the right direction? Are they steady enough for the road ahead? Graduates, your shoes have carried you through challenges, triumphs, successes, transformative experiences at this institution. They have brought you here this afternoon. As you step forward, keep checking them. Stay humble. Stay prepared. Be kind to others. And always be ready to take the next step towards your dreams. Let your shoes be a reminder of the journey you have undertaken thus far and the one that begins today. That's what we call commencement. Commencement. And today you graduate not only with outstanding credentials because of the preparations from our faculty and staff, but with the responsibility, with the awesome responsibility to use your education to advance society, to support yourself and your families. You are joining a robust network of more than 95,000 fiercely loyal SUNY Oswego alumni, a family ready to help you on your next steps. These alumni scattered across the globe embody the Laker spirit of innovation, of resilience, and community. And they stand ready to guide, support, and celebrate you as you embark on your next chapter. And keep in mind that the world is calling for leaders, innovators, and problem solvers. And you are ready to answer that call. And as you leave here today, carry the Laker spirit with you. Carry the lessons you've learned, the friendships you've built, and the dreams you have ignited. And so, my dear friends and members of this community and our family, congratulations again to the class of 2024. Thank you, and go Lakers. Congratulations again.
Thank you, President Wosu, for those encouraging remarks. I now ask you all to please stand while Ben Capelletz leads us in the singing of the Alma Mater. The words are printed on the back of the program and displayed on the big screens.
Singing reverently.
Please be seated. On behalf of the faculty and the entire university community, I offer my congratulations to all of our graduates, their families, and friends. Families and guests are requested to remain in their seats until all the graduates have left the Convocation Hall. Immediately following the ceremony, you are invited to reunite with your graduates at a reception held in the Marano Campus Activity Court just outside the arena. Please follow signs and those members of the university staff who will be directing graduates and guests to the reception area. President Nwosu, I now declare the 2024 December Commencement to be adjourned.